All right, man, another day, another set of free picks for y'all. Last video, we swept. We went 3-0 with our picks. Hit a big three-legger if you put it in a parlay, or if you split them up in straight bets, whatever you did, you cashed out, you made a lot of profit. 3-0, big sweep, and that puts us in our last 7 videos at a record of 15-8, as you can see right here, with a win percentage of 65.2. Here are our picks from last night. Amon Thompson over, Michael Porter Jr. over, and Malik Monk over. And if you had these, you obviously cashed. And that's what I'm trying to do today, once again, with my free picks. I try to hit all of them every single video, and I'm super confident, once again, in the picks I have today. So all I ask is you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you want more videos just like this. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. All right, so the first pick that I have for you is that guy Anthony Davis to go over his points right here at 26.5. They have it on prizepicks at 26.5, so you can get it over here if you want it. You can get it in a lot of places at 26.5. I think pretty much everywhere has it at 26.5, as you can see. So you can get it at 26.5 anywhere you want, and I have a lot of reasons for liking this pick. First off, I know in his last 30 games, he's only hit this mark in 13 out of 30, so it's a 43% hit rate. Now, if you cut it down to just 20 games, he's been a lot better, hitting at a 50% rate. And if you cut it down to 10, you see that he's been playing the same as well, 50% rate, just like he was in his last 20. But recently, over these past 4 games, he's just been playing at such a higher level, and that's one of the reasons why I like this pick so much. Obviously, he's coming off a monster game where he had 42 points, and then to go along with that, he's playing the 76ers today, which I think is a really, really good matchup. The 76ers currently have the 22nd ranked defensive rating, which is obviously not very good. To go on top of that, they also have the 27th worst defense in the paint, which is obviously where Anthony Davis scores the majority of his points. You can see right here on the shot chart, Anthony Davis scores 50% of his points in the paint. They're 27th in points allowed there, which is really good to see. And then also, if you go over here, what you're going to see is that against power forwards, they allow the 18th most points against power forwards, which once again proves that he has a really good matchup. He's been hitting it okay in general over the past 10 games. 50% isn't a terrible mark to be at. But at the same time, when you have a good matchup like this, you got to take it. And also, when you go look at the last time he played him in November, he obviously went over this mark pretty easily. So I do think he's going to go over this mark once again, especially since the spread is just 4, so this game should be pretty close. So there shouldn't be any reason that he gets taken out. That's my official first pick. I like it a lot. You can get it here or Prize Picks, wherever you want to get it. But yeah, I like it a lot. That's my number 1 pick. Now, for my second pick, I'm going to go with that guy Austin Reeves to go over his assist mark at just 6.5. This is a little bit of a correlated play to go along with Anthony Davis, and I also love the matchup that Austin Reeves has. So Austin Reeves obviously is playing against the 76ers as well, and if we go take a look at him, you're going to see that when you go to assists, he isn't hitting this mark a ton. He's just hitting it at a 36.7% rate, which is obviously way below the level that you want if you're going to take his over. Now, the first reason I like this, though, is because he's projected to play 35 minutes. So if we go put him above 32 minutes-ish and then down to around 38, somewhere in that range, you see that he still isn't hitting very good. But when you add to that we're also going to see Anthony Davis, LeBron, and D'Angelo Russell not play, it makes his percentage look a lot better at a 55.6% hit rate. In these games, he averages 7.3 assists, and I like this because we're going to see Anthony Davis for sure, we're going to see LeBron for sure, and we know we're not going to see D'Angelo Russell, and that's really where you can get a lot of value in picks when you have injuries or you have guys that are playing, and you compare them together and look at people's numbers whenever that's the case. So he looks good there, and then when you also consider that the 76ers are the 21st team in assists allowed, so if we also go look at the fact that opponent assists allowed only make them a bottom 20 team in it, you see that he's hit in 2 games. If you make him a bottom 15 team in it, you see that he's hit in 4 out of 5 games. So you see the percentage getting higher and higher depending on the matchup and depending on who's playing. Now, to just top all of this off, when you go and look at the last time that he played them head-to-head, you also see that he went over this 6.5 mark, and he only played 30 minutes. So if he plays a little bit over this mark at 32, 33, or the 35-minute mark that he's projected to be at, I don't see any reason why he doesn't hit in this game. And that is officially going to be my second pick, and I really do like it a lot. So go get it on Prize Picks, or go get it wherever you want. 6.5 is the line I like. Take the over there. Now, for my final pick, I'm going to go take that guy Brandon on the Warriors to go over his point mark at just 8.5. As you can see on Prize Picks, he's hit it in 3 of his last 5 games. He's averaging over this mark in his last 5 at 8.6. And when you pair on top of that if we go to Props Madness and we take a look at him, we can see right here, when you go to points, he's already hitting at a 56.7% rate on the season with no filters applied. But when you add to it that he's also projected to play 23 minutes in this game, we can put the filter to when he just plays around there. So we can put it 20 to 27 minutes. And he obviously hits at a 60% rate when you do that. And then you also add into it that Kuminga isn't playing and Draymond Green isn't playing. He hits at an even higher rate, 100% hit rate in both the games where those two guys aren't playing. And we know for sure that both of these guys are out. And that's why I like this pick so much. He went over it with ease both times they weren't playing. He's going to play a decent amount of minutes because of that, and he's going to have more scoring opportunities because of that. And then just to go ahead and top all of that off, the Jazz had the 29th ranked defense according to defensive rating, which obviously is a really good matchup. And Brandon loves to shoot the majority of his shots from above the break, with 32% of his scoring being from there. And when you look at the Jazz's defense against that, they're the 28th worst. So it's just a really good matchup overall, especially when you consider that when you go look at him over here, you're going to see that his points line, 7.5 there. Let's go to 8.5. You can see that when you go to shooting guards, the Jazz are absolutely terrible against them. They allow the 25th most points to shooting guards in the entire league. So I love this over a lot. I think it's going to crush. Go take this over. That's going to be my last pick. I'm confident in all 3 of them. If you're going to put them in a parlay, make it a flex play. You can 2.25x your money if you get them all right. If you get 2 of them right, you obviously won't lose all your money. You'll make a little bit. Or put it in a 2-leg, or just put them all in straights. Whatever you want to do. 3-0 last video, trying to go 3-0 again. I'm not trying to promote anything to y'all guys, so if y'all appreciate that, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, let's print some money.